Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of changes to this channel because this is how we doing it now. All right, so for this type of channel, I started out thinking that I needed to learn Azure and the AZ900 to really get my footing in learning cloud and all that, like I discussed in my last video. But I started doing a couple of things, and I think a better avenue for me to go down is to listen to people who have actually did the cloud engineering stuff and are telling people like, I wish I had it done this way and da da da, like those type of videos. If you see software engineers or software developers, they say, if I had a chance to start over, how I would go about it. Yeah, so I'm redoing the content on my channel, and the second video that I'm gonna be doing is basically showing you guys how what the things that I did to change my method of learning cloud and stuff, and how I'm going about it moving forward. Alright, so I want to show you guys this really great resource that I found from a buddy of mine. He told me about it and I researched it a little bit. And basically, Oracle, the company, I didn't know that they did this, but they're offering this cloud server, or they're offering a server for you to guys use. It's pretty much free. For $300 you have for free, I guess. They're giving you a credit of $300, and you may use it. And when so it's basically saying it up there, you have $300 left in your free trial. So you have a free trial for $300. When your trial is over, after you've used up the $300, your account is limited to always free resources. So when you use it up, it will automatically go down to free resources. But the way I set up my account here on the Oracle, so basically you set up an account and you create the Oracle email and the cloud account and everything. There's a way to set it up, and as you can see, for now I don't have any billing because I didn't really use a lot of it yet. But I started with this. So here, we'll go here. So we'll start from the beginning. So I started and I created an instance, and that's basically the server you're going to be using. This is the one I have currently. And let's say I wanted to make another one to show you guys an example of it. You create instance, and then this is the page where you can customize how you want your instance to come out and be deployed. And if you look here on the bottom right corner here, this is what I was kind of talking about, where this is how much you're going to be billed monthly. It's $2. $2, okay? And they're offering you a $300 credit, okay? So it's basically free for, I don't feel like doing the math for that, but using up $2 per month out of $300, it's gonna be a while, right? And you have this, and it's just the boot volume, so it's a storage. It's not really, you don't really pay for the image and stuff like that. You pay for the storage because they have to use up their resources. But yeah, you create the instance here, so you can name it. The compartment is the root. So I did a little research here, so I'm going to show you guys this other thing. This is a site called Notion. I highly recommend it. And here, I'll go to the beginning of this. And this is basically an online note-taking software that has AI incorporated in it. and it's really, really great. So this is like my training checklist for cloud that I made, and I actually got it from Made by GPS, that YouTuber, and we can go to her site. Shout out to her. This is a little um, advertising for her, but on here they have like a bunch of posts about studying cloud and everything, and this is the video I found, and this is kind of like their methods of what they recommend you doing, and they said they use Notion, and so I got Notion from that, and I started finagling with it and making it like working with it, and basically from their recommendation, they said to get 2 certifications, you only need 2 to start like as a role. And the ones I chose is, I know the AI is important and I like to know it, so the AI 900, but the AZ 104. So those are just the ones I want to start to have, and I will learn them and go down the rabbit hole. But so as you can see, for week 1, I have, for this type of task, I'm going to do these checklists. As you can see, I did a couple of them, and for the AZ 104, this is the checklist for that for week 1, and learning Bash is the week 1, which is what I'm doing. I'm doing all these at once, right? I recommend you guys, you want to dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours a day minimum, and start making this a regiment, a routine. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Just a recommendation. But yeah, so that's the notes taking that I did for this. But for the server, so you just pretty much do this. So as you can see, the placement is 82. It's always free. Oracle chooses default domain, so the redundancy domain. The security is disabled. The image you can choose. So by default, it chooses Oracle Linux 8, but you can change the image and to whatever. So people, I saw a guy on YouTube, he said recommended Alma Linux. You can have Windows Server, Red Hat, CentOS, Rocky Linux, stuff like that. But I chose Linux 8 for mine. And as you see here, you can change the shape. So for the free one, you have 1 core, 1 gigabyte of memory, right, and a 0.48 gigabytes per second network bandwidth. Service limit will be reached. Upgrade your account or manage resources. So it's saying I already have one open, so my items will be reached if I use this. I'm not, but just showing you guys. And so you could create, so this is the virtual network interface card information. You don't really need to mess with that so much. You can name your cloud network if you want. I did. The SSH keys. So the cool thing about the Oracle OCI, the cloud infrastructure they have, is as soon as you sign in to this account, and you start up a server, it automatically authenticates who you are. So you necessarily don't need a key for this unless you're doing some other wild stuff where you're doing something outside of here and stuff like that. But for the general way I'm going to be using this, it's nice because it authenticates already. It says it in their here, we'll go to this training here. These are the notes that I took for this, and in this one it says here, let me see if I can find it for you guys. It's, hold on, let me Control F. Authenticate. Okay, so here it is. Cloud Shell installs and updates the versions of the OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, SDKs on a regular basis. This means you're always using recent versions of our tools. We also automatically configure your credentials when you launch the Cloud Shell, so you do not have to set up keys if you use the default authentication provider. So as you can see, you don't really need them, but I download them anyway just because I'm going to be using Secure Shell. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then boot volume, this was default. You can have this using transit encryption, and then you click create. Okay, I'm not going to create it because I don't need another one. So this one is mine, the LeBlanc Oracle, and it's running. And we can go to Cloud Shell, and basically you're using the secure shell to communicate directly to the cloud. And one of the cool things here is I'm learning all the commands for this because this is Linux based. So help and stuff. The cool thing is that there's a lot of pre-made or pre-installed engines in here. So if we go back to my notes, they're included here. So Docker is included, which I will be using and working with. And there's a way to test the Docker engine to see if it's running. And I have notes here for the command for it. So if we enter docker run hello-world, so docker run hello-world, you'll see that here. I'm gonna maximize this. So I'll see that I ran this command here. I'll run it again. So it says, hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. To generate this message, Docker took the following steps, and it lists the steps that they did. To try something more ambitious, you can run an Ubuntu container with Docker with this command. Share images, automate workflows, and more with a free Docker ID, which you can get at this link. For more examples and ideas, visit the site. And yeah, so just wanted to show you that. That's really cool. This is the Cloud Shell. I started to use this command here. So CS, actually it's in the other page. So here it's in, yeah, you can't really see that. Where's this? Tutorial, here it is. This, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I'm cutting this into my commands, and I'm gonna put this in my commands list because this is a command. It's kind of important. This command CS tutorial, Cloud Shell tutorial, it basically goes through this whole spiel about what are the features for this thing, and I went through the entire thing, and I got all these notes, and I made all these notes just from it. So if we were to go to CS tutorial, so it runs this whole thing. And this is a command line tutorial that runs the first time you start Cloud and provides a quick installation to the service. You can quit this tutorial at any time. So if you click enter, we'll go through it a little bit. This tutorial is going to cover how to use Cloud Shell, identifying tools available in Cloud Shell, programming language support from Cloud Shell, and how to manage your Java development kit, versions, running OCI command line interface commands, and using OCI's interactive CLI, and using the OCI SDKs. So if we keep going, it's going to just go through it. I already went through it, but if you want to learn about Cloud Shell and how it's working and how all the stuff it has and the features and test the little things, it's very helpful. I recommend it. We'll press Q to quit. And yeah, so that's pretty much the Cloud Shell. So this is my instance of it running, and yeah, so this is really, really nice. Just wanted to show you guys this. This is what I'm going to be using as my to test like my labs and stuff. There is other cloud vendors and stuff. Like if we go to here, if we go to Linode. Linode is another thing similar to Oracle's Cloud, but it costs a little more, but it offers you more the hardware of the server that you're using. They offer you a higher one. I think it's like 4 to 8 gigs, but it's like $10 a month or something like that. So it's a little more expensive, but I don't really need all that memory to do what I'm going to be doing, so it's not necessary for me. But if you were someone that wants to do something with a little more power and oomph to it, then yeah, you might want to check it out. But yeah, so these are ones, and of course I have Azure. This is my Azure that I created. I'm gonna be working with as well. As nothing yet, but I'm gonna be working with this and setting up some stuff in here. I got the Cloud Shell going a little bit, and this runs PowerShell. Actually, you know what? Let's just see something real quick. I wonder if. Oh, okay, never mind. So it does. So you see, if you go to Help, and right now it's authenticating, it's building my drive, and for Azure, I am paying for Azure. So I think it's like a couple of cents per month that I'm using for this, for each consumption that I use. It's not a lot. I will say though, for stuff like this, you kind of, if you're serious about this stuff, you're gonna want to spend a little cash on it. It doesn't have to be like $200, nothing crazy like that. But you can spend like $5-10 a month on building your labs and getting better. It's however you want to prioritize your methods of learning. So don't be afraid to spend something to try it out. You know, if you don't like it, you can just not use it again. But it's important that you try it out and stuff. So yeah, so but I just wanted to show you guys that. And yeah, so this is pretty much the setting up the server. I use Oracle Cloud. I highly recommend you guys use that one. If you want to use other ones like Linode and stuff, it's out there too. I have used Linode before when I made a server doing something else with Docker a couple of months in the summertime. But I used up the free trial, so I kind of closed it out. But Oracle, I'm gonna definitely work with, and I think that it's gonna be very helpful for what I want to do in this journey to learning more about the cloud. So just wanted to show you guys this quick screen share video. So hope you guys enjoy it.